Okay guys, I am back with part 2 of the Notetaker. So we only made it through the equivalencies. Let's see if I can get this to move. It's always something, isn't it? All right, so now that we know the different equivalencies, with our, we have it in our plan, our Notetaker, it's in your reference sheet. So now we can go from feet to yards, yard to feet, inches to yards, whatever we need to do, okay? Remember a couple of units back, we were working on input-output tables. And if you remember, I told you that it was going to be really, really important in the next coming units, because that was going to be the best way for us to do our conversions when we got to our measurement units. So this is how it goes. If you are going from a larger unit to a smaller unit, so a larger unit would be like feet are bigger than inches. So if feet are larger than inches, feet big to inches small, then I'm going to multiply to get that answer. If I'm going from a smaller unit to a larger unit, like say I'm going from feet, which are smaller than yards, smaller to larger, then I'm going to divide, okay? So that's something you need to remember, but it's going to be on this note taker. So, you know, you can always use your note takers to help you out. All right, so here we go. We have a chart here, and it says the number of feet, number of yards. So how many feet will we have for yards? Okay, so here comes kind of the crazy part. When we're going from feet to yards, we're going from small to big, so we're going to divide, right? So we need to find out how many feet are in a yard. And we know that there are, by looking at my sheet, I can see that there are 3 feet in 1 yard, okay? So I'm going to take 3 feet divided by 3 equals to 1. So that's 1 yard. Well, what about 2 yards? This is where I would turn it into multiplication. Just go backwards. You know that 1 yard has 3 feet. So 1 times 3, 1 yard, 3 feet in a yard gives you 3 yards. 2 yards times 3 feet would give you 3 feet in a yard gives you 6 feet. So when we went, then if we go to 1, 2 yards, here we go, 3 yards. It's not going to work. Oh. Well, oh, maybe I need to change colors. Doesn't like that color. Try that again. Okay, so if I say we have 3 yards, okay, 3 times 3 would be 9 feet. And if I had 4 yards, 4 times 3 is 12 feet. Okay, now I know that's confusing with it being our numerical expression actually being the division. What you can do is you can set it up so that your yards are on the side over here with where this was, the feet, to your yards, yards here, feet here. We'll do some examples with that later. I just wanted to get this one out there. Okay, so the numerical expression from yards to feet, or from, sorry, feet to yards is, oops, keeps doing that, is 6 feet divided by 3 equals 2. 9 feet divided by 3 equals 3. 12 feet divided by 3 equals 4. So you see how that works? But I can also go backwards because multiplication and division are backwards operations of each other. All right, so let's look at this one, this last part here. This is doing, it doesn't matter what you're converting. It's the same process, small to big, divide, big to small, multiply, okay? Now this time I did put the bigger unit on top as the input and the smaller one on the bottom so that we're going big to small, so we do multiply, okay? So if I have, we're going from meters to centimeters, so I have 1 meter, and if I look at my the other side of my my note taker, or if I look at my reference chart, I will see that there is 100 centimeters in a meter. 100 centimeters in a meter. So if there's 1 meter, then if I'm multiplying, it's going to be 1 times 100, which would give me 100 centimeters. Okay, so then I want 2 meters. 2 times 100 equals 200 centimeters. So let's go on. 3 meters. 3 times 100 centimeters equals 300 centimeters. And then 4 times 100 meters, put a 4 here, times 100 meters would give me a 400 centimeters. So my numerical expression here is, I wrote m times 100 equals centimeters. So whatever your meters are, multiply it by a 100 and that will give you the equivalency in centimeters, okay? So using the input-output table is going to make things a lot easier for you. Our next lesson will make that more clear for you, I promise. I just wanted to get this one to you so you can get started on it. This lesson or this unit is scheduled to be due on, it's a week from Friday. We don't have school this Friday, but it's the next Friday that I have it due, which is, drum roll please, I believe it's the 17th. April 17th is when that, I think that's when I put that one due. Anyway, you could see it. It's been assigned to you. The unit has been assigned to you. You can see the plans for it. I did not use the slides. I did use the note taker, and we will be using the note taker that you'll see in the plans, but I am going to attach them in Google Classroom for you. So anything that needs to be done, I'll put in Google Classroom. I'll also put some practice sheets in there that will have an answer key with them, so that not so that you can just copy the answers onto the worksheet, but just so you can have some practice where you can get some feedback by having somebody else check yourself, but make sure you do the work first to see where you're at and where you're going, okay? That's the only way that you're going to learn is through practice. I will see you guys later.